UnVeil. My name is Nicole Bozil, and on this platform, I interview women of color on discovering the beauty that lives and lies within them. We also take a closer look through their eyes on their interpretation of what they define as beautiful. My guest today is TYDRYN, AKA Ty, AKA yesterday's price is not today's price. Yes, period. When on her website, her bio states that she is a multidisciplinary artist based in Los Angeles, California, with a focus in movement plus creative direction. She has danced for some of the biggest artists that we know, from Rihanna, Mary J. Blige, Meg Thee Stallion, j.balvin, and the list goes on. But when we take away her resume, TYDRYN's eminent spirit of love, grace, and humbleness has ultimately prepared her for the opportunities that she has labored so hard for. So without further ado, TYDRYN.
Hey.
Doing, how you feeling?
I'm blessed. How are you, sis?
I'm blessed too. I feel great. I'm excited about getting into this interview.
Same.
So let's dive right into it, right? Let's get right into it. Let's get that first question out the way.
Right.
What propelled you into pursuing a dance career, professional dance career?
Okay, so I guess kind of funny story, but cool story. So in dance studios, typically there's a two-sided mirror or just like a two-sided type of window where you can see in. So like if parents want to watch their children.
Okay.
And my grandmother was holding me. I was 3 years old at the time. My grandma was holding me, and my two big cousins were taking dance class, combination, ballet, tap, and jazz. So I caught the ballet section. So they had on the tutus, the leotard, just everything, a whole look, right? That's how I'm looking at it. 3 years old. That's how I'm looking at it. Like, this is a look.
And you can remember this at 3 years old?
I can remember. I got pictures. I might have to send you a picture.
What?
Just to answer in the clip.
Yeah.
I have a picture. I was being held, and I just remember I was like pulling at my grandma. She's like, "What?" And I was like, I want to go in there. I want to go. And then she said I threw a tantrum, and I guess, I shimmied down. She dropped me, and, I was trying to run in the door. And she took me over to the counter and was like, can I sign her up? And the lady at the front desk was like, well, how old is she? My grandma was like, she's 3. She's like, no, like, we only start at 6 years old. Like, we can't take her. So my grandma was like, no, trust me, like, she can do it. So this is my grandmother, like, just saying that I can do anything I put my mind to. Mind you, at 3, I don't really remember me being outgoing. I don't really remember my traits.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my grandma told her, she said, no, she can do it. So they said, okay, she can come next Saturday.
Wait, so wait a minute. You're telling me that your grandmother is saying, you're tugging on her saying, like, I want to go in there. You go in there. And she is pretty much vouching for you, not even knowing if you have the skill set to say, like, she know.
Yeah. Wow. And I'm not even gonna get emotional right now, because I never thought of it like that until now, literally. But yeah, the lady was like, well, bring her in next Saturday with the 6-year-olds, and we can do a trial. She can do ballet, tap, and jazz. We see if she can, keep up with the children. So she brought me in the next Saturday, and it was over. They was like,
from there.
3? My grandma's like, I told you.
Right.
Literally, like, until my grandma passed in 2012, everything, anytime anyone has ever doubted or, I don't know if she can participate, it's always been, no, she can.
Yeah, she had
I try to carry that with me, especially with getting older and just speaking up for myself. But that's definitely what propelled me. Honestly, the fashion, isn't that crazy?
Yes.
Seeing the fashion.
No, what's wild about that is, like, a lot of times with people, for us in life, like, we just want that cheerleader. You get what I mean? And when you have that person in the back of your mind and your thoughts, that is who's ultimately going to always push you, right? Like, of course, for me, like, it was definitely, and it is definitely my mother, because she always allowed me to be free spirited. You know what I mean? She never took the responsibility. If I said, oh, I'm moving to New York, she's like, if that's what you want to do. It was never like, no, you can't do it. It was like, if this is what your heart is telling you to do, then do it. You get what I mean? So that's always something, and with the direction and with the guidance with God too, for me as well. You get what I mean? So growing up, then who were as you're in dance and everything that's circling around you, who were your inspirations? Like, who inspired you?
As far as just dance goes?
Dance and beauty.
Okay, so I can definitely say with great confidence for beauty, 10 out of 10, my mom.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that lady, she was always just like so fly, and like she was my first like look at a dark-skinned Black woman. Like everything my mom did, and to this day, like it's crazy. My mom is 54 now, and like the face, the haircut, the body, just it's crazy.
Yes.
The lip combos, the glosses, the minimal makeup at that. I didn't even notice that my mom wasn't even really wearing makeup like that.
Yeah.
She used to have this sponge all the time. It was for like oil control. My mom wasn't even really wearing makeup like that. Like just so beautiful and Black. I just told my dad she's like my first Black Barbie. So my mom, for sure. Every woman that was in the W magazine, because my mom was subscribed to W. Yeah. So like seeing Naomi Campbell and like Beverly Peel, like people like that, just such like natural Black, like brown, dark skin, like just so beautiful all the time. But like people like that, and then just like the people that were on them, like over them, like Pat McGrath, Ursula Stevens, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then like they're meeting Robin, like Rihanna, you know, just all types, just from everywhere, but just Black women, period. Starting with my mom, though, for sure. My mom, my aunts, my grandmothers, both of my grandmothers. Oh, especially the one that started me dancing. She was just always so glamorous. Like all of this comes from her.
Yes. Yeah.
I shaved my head and it was blonde. My grandma did that first.
Are you serious? Stop, really?
When I was little, my grandma used to shave her head and like dye it different colors. So she was definitely a major influence, and the jewelry was always fly, just everything.
Yeah. And that inspiration is going to segue to my next question. So because you have your hands in different like pockets, you know what I mean? As far as like with dance, you also, people don't know, TYDRYN, Ty is great with nails, you know what I mean? She just recently released some pieces earlier this year from your brand. Can you say the number? You probably can say it better than me.
It's 751-421-9145.
Oh, right. So, you know, with all of those things that you have underneath your belt, right? What was the catalyst specifically for the brand and for the name of the label, the vision, right? Yeah. And when can we expect another drop? Because you sold out. You sold out of it.
I sold out in like the first.
How did it feel? How did it feel? Did you feel like, oh my gosh, nobody's gonna buy? Like, what's happening?
Yeah, definitely. It was crazy because I had just done like an award show, and I was like contemplating like, when do I drop? I was leaving town for like a week. I was going back home to the DMV because my sister was turning 16.
Shout out to DMV. We're both
from Silver Spring, Southeast. Okay. So basically I was just like worried because I'm like, I'm not going to be in LA. I'm not going to be home. I'm not going to be able to like ship and tag and write my thank you notes because everyone comes with a personal note.
Oh,
it'll like tie into the name once I tell you what that means.
Okay, please.
But yeah, I was definitely worried. That comes from, fun fact, secret fact, a lot of people do not know this. I used to work at the strip club. What? So yeah, so the rules at that strip club were we couldn't wear no pants, we couldn't wear nothing of like any type of things past the knees, basically nothing of that sort. Okay. So dresses, skirts, like anything of that nature. And I used to buy those dresses, things alike. I was like, One day, I think like in October, it was definitely last October because it was when I was going to Jamaica. I was like, I need some things to wear. And I had went to this stripper store who like, it's like a little dude in the back. He makes, whatchamacallit, he makes like custom pieces. And I was like, dang, like,
This is in DC or in
in
Cali?
Hollywood,
This is what?
Hollywood.
In Hollywood. Okay, okay.
Yeah. There's a dude in Hollywood, a little shop, and he makes like dresses and stuff in the back. And I was just like thinking to myself, nobody has really made this fashion. And mind you, this is a thing that's been happening. Like these dresses have probably been out forever and ever. But I thought of my influence and I thought of the way that I kind of put things together, the way I could kind of flip that. Also, with the confidence that it takes to put on something like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people do make match those pieces. I've seen it before. Not as popular as it is now, but I've seen it before. But people like pile those pieces on top of each other, they layer them. I wanted to take it to a point where it was fashionable, it was tasteful to an extent, because I'm not really here to be tasteful. I mean, I really don't care what you think. But yeah, I really wanted it to be a thing of like women buy it and they put it on and they're just like, this is me, this is how I'm stepping out, and I really don't care what you think.
Exactly.
It shows your body, it shows every curve, it shows every pudge, every bump, every line, like it shows everything. And I just feel like shout out to everybody that copped, because like it takes a lot. And I mean, it takes a lot to put certain things like that on, because most times I don't really cover up under it. I've seen a lot of my customers wearing them as cover-ups, like swimsuits and stuff like that. So very revealing too. But yeah, that was really the catalyst for it, working in the strip club and just kind of like thinking to myself, like, damn, this could actually be a thing. You know what I'm saying? You can take the stripper.
And when you think about it, I mean, it works and it's synonymous to who you are as a professional dancer. It has a flow.
Absolutely.
Right? You know what I mean? Like there's no sense of confinement. Like there's no sense of like restriction in the environment, right?
You could stack them all on top of each other. I've seen girls twist them different ways. I've seen girls like hook a sleeve to the neck. It's crazy what these women do with it, and they're for all shapes and sizes. They come in plus and regular.
That's awesome.
Yeah, everything one size for a reason. And the name means genuine. It codes to genuine. So I'm into numbers like heavy.
What? Is that what it really?
You see numbers everywhere on me. Look. So I went through the alphabet one day and I just coded it. And I was like, you know what, this is going to be the name of it, because I was just so conflicted. Like, I didn't want to name it after myself because I've always wanted to have merch. I love like artists and their merch, but like, I'm not certain I'll ever dive into music. So I'm just like, you know what? With TYDRYN.com, I could have a section for merch. And people ask me all the time, I want a TYDRYN t-shirt. And I'm just like, it's coming.
So yeah, absolutely. And I think this was definitely motivation to keep going, because it's like, wow, I have a following. I have people that are interested in wanting to see more pieces. And it's great because at least you tried, you put it out there and you're like, okay, I can do this again.
Yes. And you guys can expect another drop actually coming very soon.
Okay, so
very soon. Well, even restock, because man, the girls are coming at me.
Okay.
Yeah, every week, and I'm grateful, but every week somebody's like, hey, yeah, so like I'm going here and I really need this one and that one because I seen so and so with it on, and I just feel like I didn't get any. So, and I'm just like, you know what?
Okay, right. Right. So, yes, when we're talking about like merch for artists, right? And you are, a dancer for some of the, again, the largest artists. You performed. And, one of the things that I started to think about, because professional dancing, when I look at it, when it comes to certain music videos, right, they would not have the caliber of recognition that they would have without dancers, right? Facts. Like, at least within my top 5, music videos that I love within like the top 2, Michael Jackson, Remember the Time. You can't forget it without the dancing. And Scream with Janet and Michael. When I tell you, those 2 are one of my favorites, like videos, right? And I even started to even delve a little bit deeper behind like professional dancers, right? And figuring out like, I looked up and I found out that artists like Tina Turner, Mariah Carey, and even like Rihanna, their legs aren't insured. Like they have insurance on their legs, right? And so I'm like, hey, like when you're working, you know, in the music industry as a professional dancer, right? Your body is going through rigorous, repetitive routines, right? For music videos, for live performances. You just completed a 30-city tour with Iggy Azalea. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So I can only imagine not only what your body goes through, but what your colleagues' bodies go through. Are there any systems set up for professional dancers when it comes to healthcare?
I'm gonna be like completely honest with you. I do know of SAG. I'm SAG-AFTRA. So I do know, and this is from like my research, like maybe a few years ago. They have a thing where it's like you have to make a certain amount of money to qualify for certain benefits, including like health and dental. And I just remember reading into that because I think I needed to go to the dentist, but I ended up getting my own insurance. But yeah, there's something like it, but it's not to an extent where it's like I just got signed as a dancer and I need to, you know what I'm saying, to even get into SAG is $3,000 out the gate. So that's one thing. And then to say that we have to make X amount to even qualify for tier 1 benefits, like it's BS. And honestly, if there is, you know,
that's
some
great.
type of benefit out there for us, that's amazing. But I also don't see myself here for that long, you know, like I don't really like the way that we're treated. I don't resonate with the way that we're treated. I don't take the way that we're treated.
You're saying even, Ty, wait, you're saying even in 2021, I mean, that dancers still have to go through certain.
Oh yeah, what? We are.
I always feel like, okay,
on
we
the
got
pole.
change.
We're the lowest. We are the lowest on the pole. Absolutely. Nope. And like I said, if there are resources, I just don't know about it because I've just gotten to the point with this industry where it's like, I'm going to take care of myself until the opportunity presents itself, because there's so much fighting. We always got to fight to be treated proper. We always have to fight for a proper room. Like even sometimes on tour, we have a room to get right in.
So this is wild to me. So you're saying that, I mean, you have, this has been decades of just like you have these background dancers. I mean, this is a job. Like this is literally, you guys are, I consider you guys like athletes, because again, you put your body through all of these time and these like, you keep, and there's nothing in that, I mean, absolutely nothing in place where at least it doesn't have to be something regarding in finance to protect you guys.
No, I mean, there might be like a hazard, but there's actually like a list to where it's like, this is a hazard, this is not. All 32 of them cities, we had poles on the stage. And I'm not talking like poles this way, poles sticking up like this, out from the screen. So during transitions, and when I tell you, Nikki, we might have had like I could do with my arms how much space we had to cross and to dance on the stage. So with that being said, plus poles sticking up like this,
oh my God,
we have about this much space to cross and dance. So I sent that to my agent. It wasn't considered a hazard, but we're wearing heels that are already wobbly, kitten heels, and I have to pick my feet up or jump over a pole that's sticking up and not hit my head or my legs while I'm on the floor doing splits. 2 of the girls flip. It's crazy, and it's not considered a hazard.
We gotta try to figure out. I mean, there has to be anybody
There's people
listening.
that are trying, but
They're trying.
there's people that are trying, but I don't even know if that's like my fight anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Because with that being said, dancers also have to respect themselves. It's a lot of people that accept this treatment. And I feel like that is one of the great reasons why we are treated the way we're treated. And then people like me and a few others are looked at like you have an ego or you're
Because you have a voice.
yeah, because you have a voice. And because I'm not going like that, like that's kind of crazy to me, don't you think? Kind of crazy that I have to sit outside in a parking lot and do my makeup because you didn't get me a room. And you're barely paying me enough to do this show. But, you know, I shouldn't say anything.
Yeah. But you know what? But the great thing about it, the upside of this though is you're gaining experience in this environment. And I think also it's building you setting you up for other opportunities. You know what I mean? Like everything that crosses paths in your life, it interconnects in one way or another to your character. You get what I mean? And your resilience. And if you have the strength to get to the next level in your life, you know what I mean? When you're talking about makeup, what beauty products are you using on a day-to-day basis? Because if you're traveling from Cali to Denver to New York, I mean, the weather changes, the water changes. I know it's like literally like a model going from like New York, Milan, Paris, you know what I'm saying? And it's like people are tugging at you, you got to switch it up. Like how do you keep your skincare together?
So honestly, plenty of trial and error. I have very, very, very sensitive skin. But I recently, like years ago, stumbled upon Lush, the store.
Yeah.
And I was getting my facials done by Fatima in Pasadena. Shout out Skin by Fatima. And she used to work at Lush and Sephora, I believe. So after every session, she would just tell me like, well, this is what I used on you. And I think that these will work for you. Okay. So after my sessions, I would get an email with a list of products, just go there to them. And through like a year span, I started like clinging to certain products. So I love Lush brand products. The skin drink, because I'm very dry, have eczema. The skin drink is amazing. The breath of fresh air, it's like a tea tree and like aloe. It's a bunch of juices, like everything there is so natural. And I think my skin really likes that. I've got that toner. I've got the unseen sunscreens, you know, when I'm brown. I don't want no white. I mean, I was using a Tatcha sunscreen, which is beautiful. It was amazing, very expensive, but it was good. But I'm also finding my option. So the unseen sunscreen is like $30 versus like $99. I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
I use like those 3 a day. And then outside of that, all Fenty Beauty.
Nice.
Break me out. And I'm a simple girl. I love lip gloss. I love brown sticks and lip liners from the beauty supply store.
It's probably because you got it from your mom.
You know, that's exactly where I got it from. I like the Myrix, a Black-owned lady, Black-owned company, Black-owned makeup brand. It's a highlighter called Clear, and that's actually what I'm wearing. I have on highlighter, but it's
I see the glow.
You see it? It's nothing. It's literally like jelly.
Yes.
Just kind of smooth it on. I'm into the natural thing. A little bit of eyeliner, a little bit of great lash, and we out.
And what about health? How are you? What's your diet? What's going on?
And that is why I think I'm on the right track.
Okay.
Other than the things that are using my skin, also Mighty Patches and Peace Out patches, because I still break out.
What is Mighty Patches? I've never heard
of that. You could have a pimple oncoming out the head. Honestly, I don't know if that's how you use it, but it really, really works for me. You honestly just like pop it, stick the patch on, go to sleep, you wake up, it's flat, it's gone.
It's gone. No marks, no nothing?
Nothing, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I love it so much. The Mighty Patch and the Peace Out patches, they are amazing. Their products are dope. Wow. As far as a diet, I'm kind of like frequenting Napoli Naturals now. if you know about that place in Lamont Park. It's an apothecary, Black owned, and they make me like herb packages.
Oh, I love it.
You know, like just they gave me a little strainer, like a tea ball. I put my herbs in there, close it up, put it in some water. I'm out. I do a blood cleanser.
Oh,
Not too much because it can actually kind of like thin it out. So
yeah.
I cleanse the blood at least like twice a month,
Yeah.
maybe 4 times,
Okay.
once a week. What else do? I do also like a women's blend, so just like a full body blend, because
Okay.
I heard that things can also come from like your gut and like different organs in your abdomen. Like I know that can like transfer up. What else do I take? I do one for my joints just from the tour. My knees, I don't know what happened. I just turned 26. I don't know what happened, but my knees went down, and I think it was in crazy ass rehearsal season. Anyways, other than that, I do substitute sometimes some things for like vegetarian options.
Yes.
Although I grew up with a vegetarian father, so not hard for me at all. Very familiar with those products, especially for like breakfast and like lunch. Sometimes I'll substitute it. I love salad. I love sweet green
Yes.
to death. And yeah, I cook a lot. I try not to eat out, and when I do,
Yep.
eat at clean places, you know, like
Yeah.
type, or just like, you know, we're pretty spoiled out here in LA. So
Yeah, so that's great because you have a good balance. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
lots of
I feel that when if you're on tour, you really don't have. If you're on tour, I don't. I've never experienced the fact of being a 30-city tour, multiple tour, locations, but it's feeling like you got to grab something really quick. So it's like for you to know, like, okay, at least when I'm back home, I'm flushing out my system. I'm kind of keeping everything out and re-energizing myself, which is amazing.
Yeah, it was hard on tour, I'll tell you. Oh my God. Every day they want to eat bar food, they want to eat burgers and fries, and then after show food, burgers and fries and hot dogs and pizza. Barely could find sweet greens any place. So I say we are so blessed out here in California because the rest of the world has got to catch up. I mean, shout out to DMV. We have the most beautiful food.
Yeah.
Some fresh, nice options, like, and we have those options also back at home.
And there's a lot of culture too, for sure.
Man, but everywhere else around the world, bar food.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Okay, but I got through it.
Yeah, but Ty, so what do you love? Because now you're showing me that, listen, I take care of myself, I take care of myself mentally and, internally.
Vitamins.
Yes, vitamins are key.
Skin discipline held me down, I will say.
Yeah. Yes.
What
do you love about being a Black woman?
Oh man, that's a loaded question.
This is a loaded question.
God, what do I love about being a Black woman? Man, I love being the shit. Like what? We're literally everything anyone ever in the world, man, woman, no matter the color, no matter your orientation, we are everything anyone could ever want to be in this life. I see it in my straight male friends. I see it in my gay male friends. I see it in other women. I mean, down to the face, like that, just everything. You all are everything. Like all of it. It's crazy. It's so crazy. I love being the flyest bitch ever. Like if I was not Black, I could never say any of these things.
Yes.
I love that because I feel like there's so much in being that bitch. Period.
And we have the culture.
We have everything. We are everything. We created everything. So what is there not to love about being that girl?
Yes.
In all aspects. Like I am like the bearer of everything. I created everything. I come from the one that created everything.
Yes.
Like we're God. Like that's crazy. That's so crazy. No matter where we from, no matter what fucking like country we're from at that, because I know there's a lot of separation in that. I don't get it, but no matter where we're from, no matter how we were raised, no matter the way we talk, the way we walk, the way we act, education level, we are literally like, we're God. And it's just so amazing to even be a part of that body.
Right.
So, yeah, like I just love being that girl. Like if I wasn't a Black woman, I would not be this lit.
Okay.
I mean it wholeheartedly. I would not be this fly. I would not be this lit. All those people I named that created this are Black women.
Yes.
I'm saying, like, you, even meeting someone like you and seeing someone like you at such a young age and being so impressionable, like, oh my God, you and Janique, it's like, ooh, no, y'all are so fly. It's like I was like in high school. I was even in high school. I was just starting at Howard, but I was like, man, y'all are fly. And y'all live in New York, and y'all know my cousins Bruce and Glenn, so I know y'all fly. I'm like, yeah, I want to be like that when I grow up.
Yeah.
You know, just independent. There's so many flavors. There's so many levels of a Black woman, and it's the fact that we can be any of those at any point.
Oh, speak that. Speak
It's
it high.
amazing. It's so amazing, and it's amazing to even be loved as a Black woman. Like so many people just say that, like people don't even know, you know, they'll see me in person, they'll just be like, yo, you're so Black, like what the, like I love it. I'm just like, yeah.
I love it.
I don't want to be nothing else.
They're saying that to you. What's your favorite feature of yourself and why?
Oh my God. I don't, you know what, I'm gonna big this up because it took me so long, but my face.
Yes.
I love my face.
Yes.
I love everything about here. Like it took me so long. There's been so many instances where people have tried to tell me no, and it's not, and you're not, and this is not. Like, no, whether I'm broken out, whether I'm dry, whether I'm beat, it doesn't matter. Like my face is amazing and it's everything. And I say this coming from a place of like, I was never told this. Especially moving here, especially moving to Los Angeles. I have never felt less until I moved here. For real. For real. And it's some instances I probably will never speak on, but some people, they will really try it. And there was a time where I really felt like, oh, I need this, I need that. No, I don't.
You know what? I feel that they only try it because they only fear what they can't see for themselves.
Absolutely. And I learned that. I learned that. And that's why I say it comes from that place, because I'm just learning how to speak like this. I just learned how to outwardly and like vocally say and accept myself, because it was a very long time. I mean, probably from like 2017 to now. I didn't feel this way. I never felt this way.
And it's okay. And it's, I mean, you're evolving. You get what I mean? You gotta have to be in the right spaces and in the right, I don't even want to say that they're right versus wrong, right? It's just, they're all lessons. And the more that you start to identify yourself and start to understand yourself, then you're like, I'm comfortable in my skin. And I don't give a, excuse my language, I don't give a it's not about you at the end of the day. You get what I mean? It's about me.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay, last question. What is a what's a takeaway beauty secret that you can share with our viewers? And it doesn't have to be physical.
Good question, but I'm gonna take it from the same place. Amazing and a lifelong beauty secret, I think, is self-respect.
Yes.
Seriously, from the inside out. Self-respect is a top tier beauty secret. If you respect yourself and you really, you know what I'm saying, love yourself, there's so many things that will literally move out your way. There were so many things that were in my way, and I wondered why I felt this way. You know what I'm saying? There were so many instances where I was just like, what am I doing wrong? I didn't respect myself enough. And when you respect yourself, I mean, speak up for yourself. look out for yourself, protect yourself from others, take time for yourself. You don't have to go out all the time. You don't have to be around those people. You don't need to be talking to those people because that is why you feel how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Just self-respect. It will really take you to another level. And that's truly a beauty secret, because then you'll start to see the light, and the light will start coming to you. You'll start attracting beautiful people like that.
Yeah.
I mean, like really beautiful. Like my girlfriends now,
yeah,
it's no shade to nobody, but my girlfriends now, beautiful. I mean, they're supermodels. Shout out to them.
okay.
But outside of that, and that beautiful height, just beautiful people that have a purpose, that do beautiful things.
Yeah.
Want to go to the beach and write. That just want to, you know what I'm saying, show you good food places, healthy food places. You know what I'm saying? Just beautiful people like that, and small things like that that really matter, that they contribute to your well-being. Like once you start respecting yourself, I feel like you attract people that do that as well, and they help you along your journey. And it just, the self-respect just,
it just keeps going.
The price just keeps going.
The price just keeps going. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Respectfully.
Ty, thank you so much for taking time to sit down with me and have this interview. You're amazing. It's limitless to what you can accomplish. God has his eyes over you, and your grandmother has her eyes over you, because they know that through them and with you, anything is possible. Right? All right. Give us all your handles before we close out.
All of my handles are at TYDRYN. That's TYDRYN.
Okay. Thanks, Ty.
Thank you so much, Nikki. I love you.
Love you too.